Evan Brooks never imagined that stopping for a stranger on a frozen mountain road would change everything. The woman was barefoot, wearing a shredded wedding dress, and running like death itself was chasing her. She wasn't just lost. She was fleeing from one of the most powerful men in the world. What Evan didn't know was that pulling over that night would put his daughter in danger, expose a billionaire's dark secrets, and force him to choose between safety and doing what's right. This is their story. Stay until the end and comment what city you're watching from. I want to see how far this story travels. The road had no mercy. Evan Brooks gripped the steering wheel of his 15-year-old pickup truck as the tires fought for purchase on black ice disguised as asphalt. Snow came down in sheets, the kind that erased the world beyond 10 feet in any direction. His headlights carved twin tunnels through the storm, revealing nothing but more darkness, more white, more of the relentless mountain pass that had no business being opened this late in January. "Dad?" The small voice came from the back seat. Evan glanced in the rearview mirror. His 8-year-old daughter, Mia, had pulled the old quilt up to her chin, the one her mother had made years ago, back when their house still smelled like vanilla candles and Sunday pancakes. Now it just smelled like absence. "Go back to sleep, sweetheart," Evan said, softening his voice despite the tension winding through his shoulders. "We'll be home soon." "Are we lost?" "No, just taking the long way." It was a lie, but a gentle one. The truth was that Evan had needed to drive, to put distance between himself and the empty house that still held Sarah's ghost in every corner. 3 years since the cancer took her. 3 years. And some nights the silence still felt like drowning. So he drove. Took Mia on late-night adventures when sleep wouldn't come. The therapist said it was avoidance. Evan called it survival. "Okay," Mia whispered, and her eyes drifted closed again. Evan turned his attention back to the road. The storm was getting worse. He should turn around, head back to... That's when he saw her. At first he thought it was a trick of the light, a deer maybe, or a damaged road sign caught in the wind. But as his truck crawled forward, the headlights illuminated something that made his heart stop. A woman. She was stumbling down the center of the road, barefoot, wearing what looked like... Jesus Christ, Evan breathed. A wedding dress. Not just any wedding dress. This was the kind that cost more than his truck, his house, and probably his entire year's salary combined. White silk and lace, or what remained of it. The hem was shredded, blackened with mud and road grime. The train dragged behind her like a torn sail, and she was barefoot on frozen asphalt, her steps uneven.